Today our travels take us to Honora Winery and Vineyard, nestled in the Green Mountains of West Halifax, Vermont. Blending Napa influences with Vermont traditions, this 5-star award-winning facility is Tuscany in a Vermont vineyard. As we make our way through Honora's 200-acre estate farm, gazebos, trellises, stone patios, an Italian-style fountain, and vineyards dot the landscape, creating the perfect setting for photographs and making this a popular destination for wedding ceremonies and special events. And speaking of special events, today happens to be Honora's Grape Stomp and Harvest Festival, which is a really fun family event held every year on Columbus Day weekend. So you'll get a chance to check out some of the really fun festivities here today. Honora's 6,000 square foot event facility is stunning, from the mahogany detail to the grand circular fireplace. They also have a state-of-the-art kitchen that's fully equipped to handle a multi-course meal for 200. From the back patio area, you get these stunning 360-degree views of Vermont's Haystack and Hogback Mountain, Monadnock Mountain in New Hampshire, and the Berkshires and Mount Holyoke in Massachusetts. What a wonderful place to sit back and have a glass of wine. One of the favorite traditions here at the Grape Stomp is stomping grapes. So here I go. Tell us, is this how you really make wine at Honora?
It is not.
Okay.
It's something fun for everyone to do. But we have stainless steel equipment, a press and for the whites, and then we have a crusher destemmer for the red wines, and they're a little more efficient and sanitary.
So why don't we head out to the vineyard and you could talk about your varietals and how you make wine here at Honora.
Okay.
Great. Janice, you're the winemaker here at Honora, so tell us how many varietals of grapes you grow here.
So right now we have 10 varietals, and they're all cold weather varieties. They're all hardy down to about -40 degrees, which is important because we had one variety that was only hardy to -25, and they're all dead. Hardiness is definitely a huge issue here, so that's why we have cold weather varietals. So you can't grow Cabernet here.
Do you blend with other varietals of grapes from another region, or are they strictly Vermont-grown grapes?
Our Vermont wines are strictly Vermont, and the reason we do that, a lot of people do blend wines, but what we like about our Vermont wines is that since they have Vermont on the name, why not celebrate what these have to offer? And with the way we feel here is that if you add California grapes or New York grapes, it's just not the same and doesn't make them as special to us. So we do blend the 5 white varietals and the 5 red together. And when I first started here, we fermented them all separate, but it just made a more complex wine when they were blended together. So that's what we've been doing since 2010.
Do you offer tours of the vineyard throughout the year?
We do. We have a tasting room that's open 7 days a week, and then we also have bus tours that come up to the pavilion, and we'll walk in the vineyard and I'll tell them about the varietals we have, and then we'll walk to the winery and I'll show them that, and sometimes we'll do a tank sample because that's a lot of fun and people are really into unfinished wine because it gives them an idea of what it is at one point and then what it turns into when they taste the finished wine in the event center.
Maybe we could take a walk up to the winery and try some unfinished wine.
Sure.
We're inside Honora's winery where they produce all their wine. Janice, tell us what your annual yield is typically.
It varies from year to year, but our average is probably 1,000 to 3,000 cases a year.
Once the wine is transferred into these barrels, how long does it typically age for?
They could age anywhere from 6 months to 2 years. Generally, our wines, we go for like 18 to 24 months.
Okay. And how many different varieties do we have here right now?
Actually, these ones are all lined up because we're getting ready to do a bottling.
Okay.
And so I needed to rack the wine out of here into a tank so we can get these bottled.
So we're thinking now we might head down to the tasting room in Jacksonville and have some samples.
Perfect.
Just down the hill from the vineyard and the event center is Honora's tasting room, located on Vermont Route 112 in Jacksonville. Here you can get a sampling or a glass of their fine wine and also sample some wonderful Vermont artisan cheeses. Such a wonderful afternoon here at Honora Winery. I think I'll take my cheese plate and my wine and just head outside for a bit and enjoy the afternoon. Be sure to visit honorawinery.com for a full listing of their events, such as the Chocolate Festival, the Grape Stomp, and the Winter Wonderland. More to come on the Visitor's Guide to Southern Vermont, so stick with us.